In past years, Syracuse football has had problem getting the players to lead the team, but now it seems like that door is opening wide. Syracuse has got Jakari Williams in 2024 as quarterback, and he looks promising. Can make all the throws from all different angles and puts the ball in a good place. Jakari Williams out of Georgia, and he can run the football. He has wheels and an arm and has a very relaxed game, seems composed at the position, but is very skillful. I've seen some clips of him playing all around the football field and looking just like one of the best athletes on the field at multiple positions, from wide receiver to safety, defensive specialist. This guy is a very good athlete, so I'm excited to see what Syracuse will bring in the future at the quarterback position, because back to back they're getting athletic guys that look way better than the guys of the past. And the three guys they have, I'm expecting a great competition out of all of these guys, because they all have something unique to offer in their game. Luke Carney, another addition out of Texas, if I'm correct. Yes, Texas. Very athletic guy, very strong. A likeness to Tim Tebow in body type, but his arm is very nice. Like I said, can make all the throws, very poised and aggressive on the football field, and has good strength at the age that he's in right now. The guy looks incredible on the football field, making the throws, and he can run. So he's basically a dual threat quarterback who can make all the throws. Very intelligent on the football field. Him and Jakari Williams are similar in athleticism and making all the throws. So Syracuse has picked some good guys on paper, but we have to see how this transitions to the field, because everybody looks good on paper, but these guys really look good and are a step up in the talent that Syracuse usually gets. So I'm very excited to see what Luke can bring to the table, and it's still not done because they have backups that are pretty good. And I'll give a shout out to my sleeper as a walk on, and it's AJ Miller, a guy out of New York. Definitely can make all the throws. Solid runner, just falling short of a dual threat quarterback, but he can use his legs to move the chains. This guy is pretty exciting as a walk on, and we have to see what he can do and how he progresses on a Division 1 level. But I won't sleep on this guy's talent, because I watched his tape and he's pretty good. He makes all the throws and is a good decision maker. But one thing I like about him more than the other guys, he checks down. The other guys kind of lock in on one wide receiver, but we'll see in college, having a college coach, those guys will make the adjustments to stop doing that so they can be a college level quarterback. But this guy is a step ahead, is it in that sense, where he can read the defenses. And most of these guys, you know, are good, but that's one thing that I see he has that other guys don't. He was coached a little better, it seems, because he's making all the throws and he makes the reads. And I've seen on a couple plays where he looked guys off. So that's a solid intangible to have at the quarterback position. But next up is the New York State guy, Rich Balin, very athletic. Patrick Mahomes type, like can make all the throws, very electric, and he extend plays with his leg and his arm. So that's going to be very exciting, but he doesn't come into 2025 if I'm correct. So the competition will ramp up with Jakari Williams, because he has competition behind him. He has the first leg up because he's coming in first, but the other guys are very talented, and we'll have to see this competition because it's very exciting. And the Syracuse community are very hopeful for these quarterbacks that they can get the job done and be the next thing at Syracuse University at quarterback to lead us to championships, because these guys have the intangibles, and Fran Brown has a great eye, and I'm trusting the talent that he picks, because what he picked at Georgia, and now what he's doing at Syracuse, it shows he has an eye for talent. So I stand behind him in that sense. But we have to wait to see how he does on the field as a first time head coach. But I'm thinking he'll do pretty good because one thing that I see, he has the voice piece to get people to do things that he wants them to do. So being a leader is great at the coaching position, and knowing the intangibles and the gifts and skills that you possess from the recruits that you went out and got. So knowing how to play those players is a benefit. And I'm seeing that he know how to look at a guy and get the maximum of potential that the guy can produce. So that is a great intangible to have. And I see that he has transference where he can put his mentality on other kids. And that's a great gift to have, especially in football, because demeanor is everything and mindset. So he's putting that mindset and that will into other players. And that's what some players need a boost. And that's what most coaches are lacking. Like, I think he's compared to Dabo as far as likability and influence. So I think we're in good hands. Just can't wait till the season start to see what all the guys that he brought in do and how this team can benefit from the transfer portal and having a coach that they can relate to and that can move players to be the best that they can be. The guy is a motivator, and don't forget his staff. A lot of those guys are just like him. They're youthful, young, and they can relate to the players. And the players like playing for people that they can relate to. And if they can relate to the person, there's a relationship that is being developed and that will get stronger and stronger as the year goes along. And this is the advantage of having great coaches who can communicate effectively to the players to get what they need out of them. So, thumbs up on this recruiting staff and this recruiting year and the players that they brought in. All I can say is let's go, Q's. Let's get to the big thing. There's nothing holding us back but mental mistakes, and hopefully we have erased those from the prior teams, and now we can move like one unit and get this thing done because it's been needed in Syracuse for years, and we ready to let loose for these players in the upcoming future. Let's bring the 80s and the 90s back. Let's go Syracuse football. Until the next time. See you guys.